Hey, what's up? Joe here. I did a couple of vocal things recently. One of them was a miniature cover of Bleed. Well, vocal cover of Bleed. And quite a few people have been asking me questions about how do I do it, and they've been really, excited about the fact that there's not many effects on it, and it's basically just some compression, EQ, and stuff like that. So, I guess this is my attempt of trying to spread some of the knowledge that I have. I mean, I hope I can take what I do physically and put it out so you guys can learn from it. I guess the easiest way of doing that is just showing you how I growl and what it sounds like. What it sounds like for me before you add music and stuff like this is which, as you can tell, isn't really that much louder than my talking voice. Talking voice. It's not much louder. So with that, how do I create that sound? Funnily enough, I've been trying to growl for ages, doing this type of stuff, and all that shit, and I just really hurt my throat all the time, got hoarse, and I just couldn't work out how the fuck to do anything, So I was just like, this is bullshit. One day I was sat in my car at work, and I was just in the car going, I don't know why, you just do that sometimes. And I looked up, and for some reason, just by looking up, my whole throat went tighter, and it just turned into a scream, and I was just like, and I was like, revelation. So, first thing I would say, learning to scream in the style that I do, or I'm not sure it's the same style or technique that Jens Kidman uses, but it sounds pretty freaking close. If you look up, just look straight up so your throat is really, really tight, and I'll go through it as slowly as I can, pushing until it sounds like a growl. I always start with swallowing. No, that's the best way to keep your man. Swallowing. Anyway, so I always start by looking up and having this, and I don't know if that's going to be a note which you should copy, but for me it's just a comfortable note to hit. So by going, it should sound like that. When you start squeezing right at the very, 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 very top, right at the top, it should start sounding really retarded and stupid. You should get that. That's the first stage. And then when you push it a little bit more, it should be that type of stage. You'll notice there's a big difference between looking straight up and forward at this point. So maybe if you can look forward and get this sound, which is right at the very, 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 very top. That type of sound. Look up. And then you just gently increase the pressure. And that's how I learned to growl. So, putting it over music, you'd have this. And for lows, really, it's just changing the shape of your mouth. There is some movement, but I've found so far with this technique, either I'm not good enough at it, or the technique doesn't allow you to be as dynamic in your range. For example, my range using this seems to be, which isn't really that big, but over music, throw my yard. So that is the only advice I've really got. I mean, you can ask me questions. For example, people say, "Oh, are you pushing from your diaphragm and all that stuff?" No. Well, maybe I am, but if I am, it's subconscious. I'm not kind of looking at myself and going and doing that. I'm literally just breathing into my chest normally, just into my chest normally. And air, just really, really, really gentle. I'm not pushing hard at all. Just easy. It just happens. Like, and by easy I mean the amount of pressure. You're not pushing hard. It's just there. It just happens. Like once you apply the right amount of pressure to get that type sound, like once you got that, home sailing, man. So if you've got any questions, just drop me a line. Other than that, I can't really think of what else immediately to throw at you guys. But if there's anything I'm missing and you want to know, just give me a shoot. Cheers. Have a good one. Take it easy.